These 14 weird sexual traditions from across the world will amaze you. You won't believe these weird sexual rituals. In India, sex is a taboo subject, but did you know that there are a number of rituals centered around the act, across the globe, that could shock you? Well, here are a few of them. Prepare to be amazed. Women who dedicate themselves to fertility gods. This is a practice that is seen in India and other countries like Babylonia, Arabia, Africa, and Greece. It involves the woman dedicating herself and worshipping certain fertility gods and goddesses, and in order to satisfy the deities they would have sex with priests and in some cases their devotees. The puberty party. Some cultures in India and around the world, the fact that a woman has attained puberty, has her first period, is celebrated with pomp and show. Thought to be done to signal to the community that the girl is ready to be married, can have sex and bear children. This ritual is performed till date in various Indian cultures. One woman many husbands. Nestled in the Himalayas, certain cultures practice fraternal polyandrous behavior, where one woman marries and has sex with a man and his brothers. The practice is thought to have come about because of the paucity of land. A largely agricultural community, the families do this in order to prevent their land from being divided amongst their many sons. Temporary marriages. It is a common belief that Muslims are the most staunch community when it comes to sex before marriage. But in one Muslim sect in Iran, a young couple can pay a fee, get married, sign a document stating the term of their marriage and live as husband and wife in order to test out the waters before marriage, so to speak. No sex in the day. A South African community that is polygamous, a person can have multiple partners, strictly restricts people from having sex during the day. It is thought that this rule came about to prevent them from having sex too frequently. This community also avoids intercourse after having a bad dream, during a storm, after the lady's husband has killed a crocodile, python or hyena. No kissing. An agricultural society in Mozambique has a no-kissing rule. The practice is regarded as revolting since it involves the swapping of saliva. That being said, the culture has no qualms about public and ritualistic sex. Sex that can heal. According to Taoist and Tantric beliefs, sex can heal the imbalances in your body, therefore resolving any ailments you might have. The doctrine prescribes certain sexual postures, positions and even rhythms that are believed to enhance circulation of blood, strengthen your bones, increase the production of bone marrow, resolve issues your spirit might have and bring your body into balance. Interesting invitation to have sex. A polygamous society in northern Bougainville encourages women to expose themselves intentionally in order to entice a man to have sex. Interestingly, this practice can still be seen in the Solomon Islands. Protect your chastity. In a northeastern Siberian society, it is mandatory for a girl to wear a heavy chastity girdle in the form of heavy leather trousers to preserve their virginity before marriage. Drastic steps to prevent sex before marriage. While making a girl wear a chastity is one way to stop her from having sex before marriage, some tribes in Eastern Africa and Peruvian Indians practice infibulation to prevent a woman from having sex before marriage. This is a process where the girl's labia majora is sewn together. A small opening is left to pass urine and it is believed that this will stop her from feeling the need for sex before marriage. Mutilation and pain to prevent sex from being pleasurable. A practice called female genital cutting or female circumcision, commonly followed in 27 African countries, Yemen and Iraqi Kurdistan, and in some parts of Asia and the Middle East to prevent a girl from feeling pleasure during sex. In this ritual, when a girl is born or even before she attains puberty, some or all of her external genitalia is removed using a razor blade, with or without anesthesia. Thought to be done so that the woman does not cheat on her husband after marriage, this practice is still followed in many cultures. Masturbation in the open. Some sects in Egypt believe that the earth was produced from the ejaculate of Atum, or the god of creation. So much so, that even the ebb and flow of the river Nile was thought to be due to Adam's ejaculation. Therefore, in order to maintain the level of water in the Nile, Egyptian pharaohs would ritually masturbate and ejaculate into the Nile. Lucky sex. People in Indonesia celebrate a holiday called Pon, where they travel to a sacred mountain called Java to perform a ceremony for good fortune. The ritual is performed by having sex with someone other than the person's husband or wife. The only catch being that since this festival comes about 7 times in a year, a person has to have sex with the same partner every time for the practice to actually bring them some good luck.
So